Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, road ragers of all ages, welcome to another prediction episode of Wrestling Road Rage. It is I, the very sad former Wrestling Road Rage Network Champion, SKFeffect.
He's covering up his head wound underneath his bad hat.
Stitches here, stitches back there. It's not pretty underneath this hat. It's not to say it normally is, but we'll get to that. Anyway, the man that beat me in the strange one-on-one foot race, the now 20-day network champion, TafKai.
The champ needs a beer! After we park, because you know you gotta drink responsibility.
And we are joined because Lucha Loco was, told due to his actions he would not be partaking in any road rage activities, and these actions also include the attack on me and the taking over of the Facebook page. He is not included in network road rage activities until Fastlane. So we are joined by the one, the only, the up-and-comer, the young lion, MV Player.
What up, MV Player?
Hello, everybody.
Already better than Lucha Loco.
All right, yeah, responsive.
All right, so we're going to talk about WWE Fastlane 2018. And I'm not sure what exactly we're going to say because we are 1 week away from the pay-per-view and there are 4 matches announced.
Now, from a standpoint, statistically speaking, that is 1 match more than the last pay-per-view going in on the go-home week. So
that is true.
Slight improvement on, match cards.
So, the first match we have coming up, it is the United States Championship match with champion, the glorious one himself, Bobby Roode, being challenged by the man that was once known as the Legend Killer, by the man once known as a member of Legacy, the Viper himself,
the internet meme himself.
Out of nowhere, a wild Randy Orton challenges for the United States Championship.
I think the more pressing story is Randy's hair. Randy has hair!
Both Randy and John Cena have had to grow out their hair and darken it. I think they're starting to feel old.
It's a thing.
It is a thing. So, who do you got? Oh, and we'll keep in mind, we'll toss in, there are rumors that it could be a triple threat match because right now WWE loves just tossing in as many people as they can into matches. It could be a triple threat match with the modern day Maharaja himself, Jinder Mahal, being tossed into the match.
I mean, it is the go-home week, so that is generally when they do that sort of thing. If we go as is, just a one-on-one, it's scary because, it is Randy, and, connections and all that, but I'm still sticking with the glorious one, Bobby Roode.
MV Player? And who would you pick if it's a match between Bobby Roode and Randy Orton?
Randy Orton.
Oh! Is he going to win that title out of nowhere? Ah!
I'm going to say if it comes down to one-on-one, Roode will end up retaining because Jinder is going to get involved. And that will set up a triple threat at Mania.
That would make a lot more sense. Instead of just throwing Jinder in there.
Because surely we'll have some type of United States title match at Mania. I can't really think of anybody else to get involved. So that's what I'm gonna say is as for my prediction, they will keep it one-on-one. Jinder will get involved, Roode will end up retaining. Randy will probably win it as WrestleMania, as then he becomes the Grand Slam champion.
Yeah. He needs that for the Grand Slam. Okay.
Yeah. The next matchup It is the WWE Tag Team Championships for SmackDown, as the Usos defend once more, reigniting the rivalry that got everyone talking about the SmackDown Tag Team division, the New Day.
Yep.
With possibility of the Bludgeon Brothers being tossed in.
Personally, once again, it's, suddenly there's the possibility for a triple threat here. I am going to stick with my boys, everybody left me hanging there.
Pretty much. Yeah, sorry.
But yeah, no, from, one champ to the others, do what you got to do.
See, I gotta say, it's gonna be
big, beautiful dimes.
that after Fastlane, we'll all be saying once more how New Day rocks. New Day rocks. Because what did they do last year at WrestleMania? They hosted.
Faked out a chance at the tag titles.
So I'm gonna say this year, New Day get to walk in as tag team champions for WrestleMania. That could, they may not walk out of WrestleMania as champions, but I'm gonna say they at least this year get to walk in there with the tag team titles.
What is better, walking into WrestleMania as champion or walking out of WrestleMania as champion?
Walking out most definitely, but I'm gonna reserve that for other teams like the Bludgeon Brothers or something like that.
I say this
Or
match
that's
is,
when Usos get it back.
Here's the thing, and this is going to be, my asterisk up in the corner. Usos are going to retain the tag titles because Raw last year had a triple threat for the tag titles
That
at
turned
WrestleMania.
into a fatal four-way ladder match.
I think that this year it's going to be SmackDown that's going to have the triple threat tag title match on the card. And wait, do we got any other tag teams that could randomly show up on WrestleMania?
For the SmackDown team? Probably not. I mean, unless the Cowboy has nothing going on and he joins a glorious one and that team shows up on SmackDown. Because that would be...
That was perfect.
Yeah, you can't write that stuff.
It's amazing how often that happens in this.
It does happen a lot.
Alright,
I
so,
don't really know. because
Usos, New Day, player. The player's going New Day too.
New Day.
We're getting off track. We'll save WrestleMania predictions for the WrestleMania prediction video.
But it's so funny when you have like a conspiracy theory, they just, it's like a snowball, the snowball effect. You get one conspiracy theory and it just rolls out, and next thing you're at WrestleMania, skipping the pay-per-view you're actually supposed to be reviewing.
Pretty much. Alright, so the next match and the next title on the line from the blue brand. It is the women's champion, Charlotte.
Retains.
Probably.
Moving on.
Challenging. Let's at least get the challenger out.
Nothing against Ruby Riott.
Ruby Riott.
Nothing against
with
her.
the Riott
I
squad.
like her a lot. But it's Charlotte.
And it's WrestleMania season.
Yeah.
And there is the talk that even though we have still had this build-up over on Raw of Asuka and Alexa, that Asuka might still jump over to the blue brand to challenge Charlotte.
Now that would be a match to see. But that's a different pay-per-view.
It is a different pay-per-view.
But
But
we literally got sidetracked
I do
immediately
have to
after
agree.
talking about sidetrack.
I do have to agree. Well, I'm just adding in
Alright.
why Charlotte will win is because of Asuka.
Okay.
So, I also have to agree. Charlotte is most likely going to retain. MV player.
Charlotte.
It's the first time all three are agreeing.
First time.
Gee, I wonder why we all agree Charlotte might be winning. Could it have something to do with that last name that gets written
It
off?
carries a lot of weight.
Alright, speaking of names, the WWE Championship match that started off as potentially a one-on-one match that then became a triple threat match that then became a fatal four-way and then a 5-pack, and now it's a 6-pack challenge, baby. Because the more people in it, the better the match.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Actually, it escalated very slowly, week by week by week by week. Anyway, we have, right now, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. And I'm going to try to do this in best order that I can of how they got added into the match. Being challenged by Kevin Owens, being challenged by Sami Zayn, being challenged by Baron Corbin, being challenged by Dolph Ziggler, and now being challenged by the man that none of us can see, John Cena!
I can see him. Just watch our intro again. I can see him. Because I am him. Sometimes. Late at night.
That's awkward.
When no one's around.
But I have to do a new intro because we have MB Player in there now.
Yeah, you can. It's a little
Hey.
snippet.
Just toss him in. Alright.
He's small. He's
So.
easy to toss.
And toss into boxes.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So,
Because that actually happened.
Player, we're going to start with you.
Yay!
You have AJ Styles, the champion. You have Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, John Cena. Who's going to WrestleMania to face Shinsuke Nakamura?
That is really creepy how that keeps happening.
There are 6 people. How am I supposed to choose?
Because you have to make a
Go with your
prediction.
gut. Go with your gut. Who's gonna win?
AJ Styles.
All right.
All right.
He's untouchable. But we're forcing you to pick.
You know, it's the head versus heart. Luckily, the head and the heart.
I'm about
like,
to say, your
cross.
head and heart should agree on this match.
They, you know, that draw one of those diagrams where they intersect, and it's like, it's AJ Styles. It's the
Exactly.
match that everybody wants to see.
This is the case.
Not
We're
talking
heading to
about
WrestleMania.
Not talking about that pay-per-view that we keep talking about.
Nope, we're bringing it up for this one because you have Nakamura as the challenger. You're already giving us crap Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, most likely. If it ain't P1 challenging Nakamura, we don't want none.
Well, we still want a title match, but
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
So you want AJ Styles too?
It's the-
We all pick AJ Styles. We all pick our heart over the head in this one. We all want AJ versus Nakamura for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania.
Easily the best wrestler in the company, in the top 3, I'd say, in the world right now.
So, that's it for the matches we know. Because...
Ooh.
Ooh.
There is one more thing happening.
Which is?
And that would be a certain issue that needs to be handled by the time Fastlane hits here. You know, I do have this.
That.
So, you know, we got a week till Fastlane. Fastlane, you know, we're supposed to be crowning a new #1 contender, but the current #1 contender seems to be, you know, focused on other things. I'm still waiting for my challenge. So, you know, based on the videos that I've seen, the little takeovers to Instagram and Facebook and whatnot.
He's hitting all social media.
He's hitting all of social media.
I mean, it's a little better than someone else does.
I'll give him credit. Yeah, he's outdoing
May not be live,
Loco, but you know, at least he's doing that. But I'm still waiting on my challenge, and so
I mean, if he
being
doesn't...
that I am a problem solver by nature, I solve problems. I have a challenge for you. You say that you know, what was his name? Drago.
He hasn't actually come out to say what his name
Guy
is.
Fox.
We only assume it's from the mask that was shown in the first video. We assume it's Teco Drago.
Okay.
From Championship Chaos, but then he had a different mask in the last one.
Okay.
So
okay.
we don't. There's actually been no name of who this guy is.
Well, let me throw it out there. You like to say that no one knows who you are. Your identity doesn't matter until you're known as the champion. I'm the champion. And since you are the challenger that has not yet challenged me, my challenge to you is this. drop the challenge. I know who you are. Take off the mask, put on the suit, and be my advocate. This is your opportunity to save face. It's time that random punk was joined by an advocate. So you can either face me and challenge me, or you can join me and we can run roughshod all over the network.
Option number 3.
Option C.
My option C. You gave option B. I'm giving you option C. Hand that briefcase over to me, because I want my rematch. Because that's
Yeah, we haven't really talked about
rematches.
rematches and stuff like that.
I mean, I just assumed we were doing it, the WWE method. Rematches don't exist anymore.
That's
So,
kind of what I assumed.
I mean, if you don't have a challenge for him, give me the case and let me challenge him.
Join me. Rule the network with me. Join the Tiki Club.
I think I have
Whoa.
a choice number D.
Oh!
Hand it over to me because I've never had it.
Oh! MV player wants a shot!
Stepping up to the plate. You know what? Hey, at this point, in a week's time, I'll retain via forfeit. So, we've got several challenges out there. You can join me and rule the network. You can, do the same old thing.
You can do your thing. You can give it to me, or the future.
I just have this feeling that it's going to be like a Rey Mysterio lawn dart situation, where he's going to get lawn darted over me or something like that and claim the title.
Hey, if
He's almost as tall as Rey Mysterio at
if
this
he's
point.
not handed the briefcase, he could win it at Fastlane.
That is true. That is true.
He could be #1 contender.
Which
Anyway.
I think I know something that he's not good at, but I'm good at.
Oh!
Well, I'd keep that under your hat.
This could be interesting going forward. MV Player already has a challenge in mind. Alright, well, that's it for this prediction video. Before we get any further off track, because we've already discussed about the 4 matches we know of. We'll see if SmackDown, I'm sure they'll have 1 or 2 matches they can toss out there. We'll see you next time on the network. Be sure to watch everything else that we have going on. We have a lot going on between the father-son challenges that will be taking place in the near future, Steven's Universe mode, which has been going off, and all the other stuff taking place. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you next time.
And visit my YouTube channel,
MV Player 223.
which is me.
All right, so it is kind of like having Loco in the car.
Pretty much.
Why?
Because we have to force stuff out of you.
Oh.
And sometimes you get distracted. Just like Loco.